Shidin Shuri. Let me go onto YouTube to make sure that everything is up and running properly, because if I don't, I can end up wasting an hour of my time. Let me see here. Give me a chance. Good morning. Come on. Here we go. Let's see. It should be fine. But whenever I get the message from the OBS software that's something doesn't work right in the past, I ignore it, and it came back and bit me. So let me see. Message from. All right, it works. Good. So now I can shut that down and move on. All right, let's start off with Bitcoin. This is. Oh, that's. Yeah. You got to work early.
7.
Oh. Anthony got up early because he had to go to work. Be at Starbucks at 7 or 7:30. Good on him. All right, back to the program. Why am I okay? Bitcoin continue to stay strong up here. Not much to say. You know, President Trump has done a lot of good things for the crypto community with all the executive order. It took time. I suspect that it took time. The crypto bros were extremely impatient and didn't understand the process. And I think as much as President Trump wanted to issue an executive order on the first day in office that the Bitcoin can be in the strategic reserve, whatever they want to call it, that the crypto bros have been pitching. Well, it can't be done in one day. It needs a process. That's my take. Okay, that's why I thought all the wailing, crying, complaining on a constant basis since January 20th has been just ridiculous. Just be patient. Take the opportunities of volatility to buy the dip. That's what I have been doing. So for now, I think when and if that big announcement is made, my speculation is that it will spike and then sell off quickly. Where can it go? Okay, I can see the Bitcoin now. This is Bitcoin future, and the true Bitcoin would likely be roughly 1% lower. So can I see this thing Bitcoin pop to 112? Yeah. And then perhaps retrace. Okay, so just keep in mind, of course, I trade IBIT as well as ARKB. I had one IBIT assigned at 59 yesterday, and the 60 was not. I closed it out for a penny before 4 o'clock, and I sold a 62 cover call, right? So I did more than just a 61. I decided to go 62 for the new 52-week high up there. And then let's take a look at MicroStrategy. Not bad, nothing great. Yeah, I mean, for me, MicroStrategy, would I buy if I see 326, 327-ish? Yeah, I would add to it down there. I'm content with what I have. I don't have that many shares. I don't have that many share, and I'm more likely to just keep it. Um, if it come down to 326, you betcha I will be selling put spread down here. Okay, at this point, 275 is a pretty good spot. Should you know, should it crash down to the 327 level, I think there will be juice for the 275 again. There has not been juice for the 275 this past 2 weeks. Whatever put spread that I was selling back here, right now there is no juice, so not much to do there. I did add to SMLR at this level. I think I added at 55.5, somewhere around there. I added twice. So one was at 55.5. I have, well, that order was sitting there, and then one was 54 something. Only monthly option here, so it's not worth playing. It's not worth playing unless you are willing. Let's see. Yeah, I hate these monthly options. They are pretty much useless. But if you're brave, 45.40, right? 45.40. That's pretty good, because then you have the ref low, right? So in fact, now that I saw the juice, that's not bad. I did not look at the juice yesterday. Of course, I was looking at the juice up here, and back then, when it was in the 60s, the juice was nothing, a dime. But now that it has dropped literally 10%, that juice has jumped to $1. So yeah, it's looking. I like that. Okay, so I might do that on Monday on continued weakness on SMLR, even though going out 3+ weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it is. Yeah, 4 weeks. I'm gonna do a 45.40 put spread. That's a good one, because even if that is a sign, I don't mind that, because I literally feel the gap here. You see this gap here at 40? Yeah, I like that. Okay, so that's a good play. All right. TLT. Yeah, like I said, doing better than last week, but still, or 2 weeks ago. But I'm surprised that it did not react as well as it should have on Thursday when the jobless data came out. If you're paying attention to the econ data, jobless number came in worse than expected, so more people claim jobless, and continuing jobless claim is also higher than expected. So regardless if you think like me that the data is not correct, more people got laid off as expected, and more people that have been laid off have a harder time finding a job. We all know, if you're paying attention, a lot of the layoff announcement in November and December of last year mentioned about the layoff taking place sometime in January, all the way through to the end of January. So there will be more layoff hitting the book, quote unquote, in the next week or two, right? Whether they reflect in the data, we will find out. But I suspect that data will climb. And once the continuing jobless data, you can quote me on this, right now it's just under 1.9 million. I suspect in 2 weeks, in 2 Thursdays from now, that number will go over 2 million. That would be huge. Okay, that would be something that would get the Fed to sit up in early February and start to talk about rate cut again, instead of being completely out of touch the last time they took the podium and say nonsense about, oh, we only expect 1 rate cut in 2025. You're out of your mind. Corrupt morons. All right, let's go Max 7. Insanity. But first up, Tesla is okay. Nothing to do here for me. If Tesla crashed down to the 50 MA for whatever reason, selling put below, not hard to do. I'm holding on to Meta. I don't have share to sell. I have shares, but those are long-term hold. If you have it and you want to trim, I don't blame you. But I'm waiting to see what to do with this fib. Remember, I redrew this fib a couple weeks ago. But it might be redrawn. If Meta continue to boss up, I believe Meta and Google will have stellar earning, because they are, as well as major announcement in more efficiency, quote unquote, mean more layoff, more incorporation of AI. So I am, for now, bullish on them. But Meta, if you need to trim, at least raise your stop. Google, I like Google here. Would I buy Google on a dip? Yes. Where? I would love to buy at the 50 MA. It's lining up nicely here with the ref low right here. But is there any juice in the put? 185, 185. Not much, see? If there was juice at 185, no brainer, okay? No brainer. That would be easy to do. But for now, I'm sorry, Jan 31st, 185. Still not enough, okay? Not enough. Yeah, you barely get 7 cents, not even a dime to do a 185, 182.5. So not worth it. And it's too risky with earning coming up, right? So big tech earning is starting next week. It'll be a whole lot of big tech earning, right? Of course, Netflix. So right now, Google. Also, I'm content with my long-term hold. No need to sell anything there. No need to trim anything there for me. But if you have it and you want to trim at the all-time high, be my guest. Netflix, wow, right? Wow. Crushing it. What impressed, well, the most important part of Netflix, for those that read the fine print, was they're going to increase fees. I'm telling you, if you follow the stock market long enough, increased fees always please Wall Street. If you go to any company, but especially like the UPS, the FedEx of the world, just go back and look at the history of how their stock performed, regardless of how the numbers look. Netflix number was not stellar. The one number that jumped out was the number of new subscribers that they add was way above expectation, way above. Now, the flip side to that is, if new subscribers jump way above expectation, why is that the number came in soft as far as revenue? You tell me. More people switching from expensive tier to cheaper tier? Could that be the reason? But Wall Street ignored all of that. They saw the increase in fees, and so for now, nothing to do. Nothing to do. I missed my chance to get in. I was hoping down here, missed it. I did sell put spread during this stint down here, so I made a few coins, but missed a big pop. Nothing to do there. No chasing. Amazon. Yeah. Look a lot like Meta chart, right? Peaking over the 52-week high. This raise your stop. trim. That's all I can tell you. Now I did take I did not buy any share, but I did sell a few put spread on Apple this week, and I like it. Okay, now would I buy share outright at 218? Yeah, I have an alert that's set here at 219 so that I know when it comes down close to the 200 MA. But yes, I will add a few share at the 200 MA. Not many, small buy in, but it will be the first time that I own Apple in 2 years, something like that. Nvidia. It's okay. I have my long-term holding. No need to do anything there as well. It filled the gap. Okay, it gap up. It's like I said, it's nothing to do here. This chart, if it breaks through the 52-week high, I look to trim there. Now, would I buy Nvidia down here, the 100 MA? Okay, sure. Nvidia tend to violate the 100 MA for a day or two, and then it go. The history of the 100 MA right here, right? This is a week. This is a week, a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. And then it touch, okay? 1 day, 3 days. See, so yes, I would buy Nvidia down there. I would buy Nvidia down here at the ref low of 126-ish. Okay, that line up with the channel low, right? So yeah, there's a couple spot that's worth buying. 133-ish and 126-ish for me, as well as the ref low of 129-ish, right? Did I cover all the Mac? I think so. Let's talk about big tech. Adobe coming off the floor. Not bad. If you were bold and brave and bought it down here, congratulations. But what would I do here? If you have it, if you bought the low, I think you should trim. Right? I was waiting down here to buy. I was selling put spread down here. But yeah, it's right here. It's a do nothing. It's a do nothing other than trim. IBM, I did add the IBM during the week on this drop here. On this small drop here, I sold put spread. I have an order in at the 100. I continue to pepper in small orders along the 100 MA. Right? I don't mind for sure selling put spread 215, but earnings coming up, so be careful. Okay, I'm buying very small, and I'm waiting for the big reaction on earning day to perhaps buy more, or I can miss it. But the juice, let's see the juice. Yeah, you see a lot of juice. Okay, so for me, if you want to be safe, because earning is, I believe, next week. I don't know the exact date. You can look it up, but the reason why these things look so juicy is because of earning. Let's see, let's go back to IBM. Using the fib, using ref low of 203, right? That's a nice juice right there. Okay, if you're using, that's not bad. That's not bad, but to me, 205, 2025, get you 50 cents. That's decent. Okay, that's decent. I like that. I like that 205. I would not mind that at all. Because basically that's testing Reflow down here. And if IBM earning is bad, can it crash all the way down to 200? Yeah, but I wouldn't mind. It has not seen the 200. Look, the last time buying at the 200, golden, right? You got 6 months of bliss and even more. So yeah, 205, 200 put spread, give it to me. I take it. Let's move on to drug. AbbVie continue to struggle. I did add share down here below 170. I did. I had more orders at 168 that did not trigger. On this day here, I bought at 169. I entered in order for 168, and that I must have missed it somehow, but it's still there. And then of course I have ordered to buy all the way down to 163. But put spread, I did sell plenty of juice down there. Be careful, earning is coming up. Not next week, okay? Not next week, but I believe the week after. So let's take a look at the juice on AbbVie. Plenty of juice down there, right? The 162, 160, yeah, you're getting 40 cents, right? At least 35 cents. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. If you want to be even safer, do a 160, 157. You can get 25 cents on that. That's really good. Okay, 160. Heck, how did I miss that yesterday? I was too busy doing other stocks. But yeah, you get Reflow protection here. You get the fib. Yeah, no doubt. It is worth doing AbbVie. Put spread for earning. The numbers will be good. I don't expect terrible number, but you never know. Okay, you never know with AbbVie. Well, you never know with these pharmaceutical. Big Pharma. Eli Lilly continue to struggle, but at least it's coming off the floor. Not much to say. You know, Big Pharma, not much to say. They will struggle until people know exactly what JFK Jr. is gonna do. I think he's gonna come hard on vaccine. I think he's gonna come hard on the PBM. That's why the healthcare provider, the Cigna, the ELV, the UNH, in trouble. But I think, well, I don't know what he's gonna do. But I think the reason why Big Pharma has struggled is because of that. Now, Eli Lilly, their problem is, of course, their earning. They came out with a pre-warning, okay, which is rare. They didn't have earning yet, but they came out on this day right here and say that they will, their guidance on their weight loss drug is way too high. Not a good thing. And that hurt the entire sector. So NVO came up to a key spot here. Key spot. Okay, this is, as discussed many times, when you have a big gap down, you got a lot. You got a year worth of regret holders. And the pop was slightly above that, but yeah, it met with a lot of seller. Let's say, please get me out. Hey, it's $10 better than the low. So it still might be painful. It still might be a 50% loss for some people, but at least they got $10 off the low, right? So nothing to see there. VRTX, wow. For those that remember what I said, this was nonsense, okay, nonsense. My position is in green. Wow, That's all I gotta say. That is one of the more, well, anticipation for the approval of the drug is coming. This is nonsense sell-off on the result of one of the trial, and this is anticipation of approval of the drug. Okay, so where would I trim? I've thought about trimming the last 2 days. Trust me, I did. And I'm saying, I'm gonna keep my order at 446 where it is. That's where the order is. 446 and 458. Right? This confluence. If you don't want to sell here at 446, you should have an order at 458. The confluence of the 200 and the 100. You should. Look. See that confluence right there? Yeah. Don't be greedy. Don't be stupid. Staying greedy down here might be not bad, but up there, 20 point higher, no. Take the gain, take the winning, however small. I have a big position in BIB. Not good. Well, I would say big. I have a position in BIB. But continue to struggle. Let's see how earnings gonna be. Okay, it's the continuing weakness in the Alzheimer drugs. The new Alzheimer drug has been what get this thing. It is a bad drug. I don't know why the market even expect anything from that drug. It's useless. Move on. BIB earning is fantastic, but it is what it is. All right, let's move on to banks. Explosion. I'm waiting to change the FIB. If this thing retrace back, then I will move the FIB up there, right? But for now, I don't think there is enough momentum. It could be, I don't know. Okay, that's why I have not changed the the FIB. But if you have it, congratulations. Not much to say. I was looking to buy. Remember, 2 weeks ago I was talking about looking to buy Goldman Sachs down here. Miss it. Boom, gone. They all look the same. Okay, they all look the same. Bank of America, no touch for me. Wells Fargo, no touch for me. Morgan Stanley, no touch for me. If you have it, trim, raise your stop. Visa is the one I really wanted. No touch for me. Dang. I did, sell some put spread way down here on this down move. And I was looking to buy. But TA works. It came down to key support. And what a rip. Wow. Impressive. Okay? When you get a 10% move on a big stock like Visa, heads off. Nothing to do there. TD. I'm out, right? For now, nothing to do here. Nothing to do. Wait for it to come back down. It was a 10% move. For those that take a flyer like I did, you would get 10% or more. For now, nothing to do there. KRE, nothing to do here, right? But put spread, perhaps 59 below is a juice. 59, not enough. 60, not enough. Okay, not enough. Nothing to do there. All right, let's move on to energy. Um, I had my short on USO SCO, so I leave it the way it is. I bought it out in March, so I got plenty of time. I got myself 6 weeks to play out. So this makes no sense. Okay, no sense. If you buying USO above 81 last week, this week is more sane, but last week, insanity. What were you expecting? More war break out in the Middle East when you have a president that pledged to be a peaceful president, trying to end wars everywhere. No thanks. Okay, no thanks. So energy, no. If you buy any into these oil stocks, be careful, right? A lot of irrational movement from Oxy, CVX. Yeah, that's just crazy. I just didn't take any short, but if you thought Chevron had no, like I did, okay, I thought Chevron had no business being up here, so I bought a put, which done well. I made profit, but I couldn't benefit all the way down here because it was a short-term put. I only have a week, so I closed it, made money. I missed a chance to do the same thing. Okay, I was shorting USO, but if I was paying attention to CVX, I would have done the same thing again, because that was exactly where I short last time at 162. Okay, so yeah, no dice. XOM, ExxonMobil, at least behave more logically. Would I touch it? No, absolutely not. How about LNG? Yeah, this is crazy. Now the cold weather. How much does the cold weather play into LNG? Perhaps, but I think this has more to do with how oil behave, how energy behave, like USO. Okay, so make no sense. They're coming down. I think they're gonna come down harder if President Trump can get a deal out of Ukraine and Russia to stop the madness over there. Trust me, this thing is gonna crash like you have never seen. Okay, the biggest beneficiary as far as American company, beside the industrial war machine, is Cheniere. They sell liquefied natural gas, the exact thing that the Europeans are forced to buy because of the CIA cutting off the pipeline. So corrupted. So I would not touch Cheniere whatsoever. Let's end this on gold. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, I have not trimmed nothing. I'm holding on to all my gold. I held on to all my GDX as well. I sold more cover calls for next week at 39. Close out the one at 38. Nothing to hate here. Okay, so yeah, I like. I mean, to me, there's a big catch-up trade here. Okay, the gap between GDX and GLD is widening again. So instead of buying GLD, the focus would be on GDX and SLV. Big gap, bigly gap. I add more at 27.5 ish, something like down here. on this move right here on Thursday, I added. Probably one of the biggest add that I did on Thursday in any position. So yeah, I like silver here. Not much else to say. I like silver. I like GDX. I'm holding on to GLD. No need to trim anything there. That's it. Enjoy your weekend.